Good evening, everyone. Len Mooney here. It is Thursday, July 2nd, and I want to wish you a really great, happy 4th of July weekend coming up for the holidays. Uh, Hi, Shirley. Glad to see you could make it on here tonight. Right now, it looks like it's me and you. I had a whole bunch of people signed up, and then suddenly late today found out that Diane Hawkman and Bert Bledsoe are doing a webinar at 5 o'clock today, too. So we ended up on a collision course, and I don't know what that means. I don't know if everyone bailed and went over to see what Diane has to say or what's going on. At any rate, because I have extreme editing capability, I will edit all those comments off of the front end of this. But nevertheless, it's just the two of us right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just start through the PowerPoint presentation. Oh, now there's three of us. Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Welcome aboard. You can't, you can't hear me. That's a problem. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to hear me. Hello, Catherine. Catherine, can you hear me? I see Catherine in the audience there. Question is, can she hear me? So I'm gonna wait to hear if Catherine answers back, Shirley, because I should be broadcasting live. There shouldn't be anything going on with the audio right now. Hello, Catherine. I see her saying hello. Question is, Catherine, can you hear me? Yes, she can hear me. I don't know what to say, Shirley. Try a refresh. See if that'll bring you back in. Okay? Because I don't know what else to do. If Catherine can hear me, that says that I'm broadcasting. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead to the screen share and start the PowerPoint presentation. And we're going to be here close to an hour, but it shouldn't be any longer than that. So let me get started. And so here goes the screen share. And here goes the PowerPoint presentation. So the title of tonight's talk is the 5 best sources of free leads on the web, and how to find leads without bugging family or friends again. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. And I'm going to move right along through the front part of the presentation so that we can go a little slower when we get to the meat in the middle. But quick question. How would it feel if you could generate unlimited leads for free or for very inexpensive? And I'll differentiate what I mean by free and very inexpensive when we're looking at Facebook. How would you like to have more people to talk to and close more sales? Would that feel good? And how would it feel if you never had to bug your family and friends again? And I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. So who's this for? First off, the honest truth is tonight's webinar is for people that are relatively new to the online world, internet and network marketing. And it's for you if you want to grow your business. It's for you if you need more leads and sales. It's definitely for you if you don't want to pay for those leads and sales. And it's for you if you're tired of bugging family and friends. You know, let me just comment on that. Many times when we get into this business, we are sponsored in by someone who tells us to make a list of 200 people, all our friends, all our family. And it goes something like this. All your friends and family are going to want to get involved with you. They're going to want to get in your business. You're all going to make a lot of money. Just go out and tell them how much money you're all going to make. And after a couple of weeks of bugging friends and family, we find out that we don't have any friends and family left anymore. They don't want to talk to us. They don't want to answer the phone. So that's what we want to avoid. So let me just tell you a little bit about my story real quick here. I don't want to spend a lot of time on me. This is about you. It's not about me. And I'm only going to go back into in the last 10 years. I've actually been involved in home-based businesses since around 1981. I was a single parent for 14 years, and while I was raising my children, I worked from home. So I have a lot of experience. But back in 2003, I bought a flight school, and I won't tell you the reasons for that right now. It's not relevant to tonight's story. But I owned the California Flight Academy. It was a flight school at El Cajon near San Diego. In September 2008, we had 120 students, 28 airplanes, 30 instructors, and I was riding a wave that was just a high that was unimaginable. 15 months later, I had less than 20 students, 5 airplanes, and 2 instructors. I had laid off 45 employees in 2009, including my now ex-girlfriend. My wife, by the way, is deceased, and that was part of the beginning of the story, but not relevant to tonight. I sold the remnants of the school in 2011 and moved to the mountains to rebuild and to become a ski bum. And look, the fact that the school collapsed had nothing to do with me or business. It had to do with the economic collapse of 2008, late 2008. The airlines lost like $13 billion in 2009. There was no flight training in 2009, 2010. And then late in 2013, well, actually in early 2013, we lost a lawsuit, and the remaining income that I had from the sale of the school was gone. So I hit 2011 with no income and 2013 with no money. And I've had to put myself back together again. That's my story. And today I can tell you this. I'm getting leads, I'm getting sales, I'm making money, and I'm rebuilding myself. And I am working from home, and I have a lifestyle that's absolutely unimaginable. Most people would love to have it. And that's really all I want to tell you about me right now. I'm certainly happy to tell you more, but I don't want to take your precious time telling you about me. One of the misconceptions is that traffic is hard to get, and I'm going to tell you that traffic is really easy. One of the other really big misconceptions is that bugging family and friends is a good way to get started in your business, and I'm going to tell you that that's really a bad idea. You don't want to be doing business with your Uncle Harry and your Aunt Sarah, and for the most part. And a third misconception is that cold traffic will convert. You can just go run ads on Facebook and get leads and convert them to sales. And these are just 3 big misconceptions. And I want to work around and tell you how to get traffic, how to get leads, how to get sales without doing any of these things. So the challenge is that family and friends are generally not interested in joining your business. And cold traffic is, well, it's cold. If you just put ads up on Facebook, or you run solo ads or things like that, and if these are words, if solo ads is a word you don't understand, that's okay, don't worry about it. Those leads are cold. We got to warm them up. We got to do something. We got to entice them to come do business with them. We got to give them something. We got to get them to know, like, and trust us. And in the beginning, if we're new, we don't have anything to give away. So we need free giveaways, normally called lead magnets, and we need a way to keep track of our customers. And I'll talk to you more about that later. So the question is then, how does someone who's new to the business get started? And as I said a moment ago, most people that are new are instructed to make a list of, just go write down, everybody knows 200 people, make a list of all your friends and family and start calling everybody you know and tell them about your brand new business and how you're all going to get rich quick. And again, most newbies find that after a few weeks, they don't have any family or friends left, and they quit that. They either quit the business or they turn to the internet. And the internet is a big, noisy, confusing place these days, and there's a lot of misconceptions out there. But where are the leads on the internet? They're in places like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google+, and LinkedIn. And I'm going to cover each one of those in a little bit in the next half hour or so. We're going to spend a little time in each one of those places and dig a little bit about what to do there. Now, clearly, in a 1-hour webinar, I am not going to train you on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn. I couldn't train you on one strategy, let alone all of them. But what I am going to do is, at the end of the webinar, share with you how you can get additional in-depth training on any lead strategy that you might want to participate in. So stay with me. So If you look at the internet these days, if you look at Facebook, what you find out is many people that are inexperienced just start spamming links. They go out there on the Facebook and they start hanging links all over their fan page or their personal page. Hey, join my business, sign up here, blah, blah, blah. And after they've hung their links up on every wall they can find multiple times, they don't understand why people don't respond. They get frustrated and they quit. And look, if you've done any of this, if you have spammed links out on the internet, it's not your fault. People told you to do it, but it's not the right way. And no one taught you the right way, and tonight we're going to learn the right way. And I want to talk to you just a little bit about what I call the soul of network marketing. At the fundamental of network marketing is people. Network marketing, the word network means network. It means talk to people. Network marketing is a people helping people business. People don't respond to join my biz op with a link hanging on a wall. It pushes them away. They don't respond to it. They don't come to you. They don't sign up. And you just waste your time. Zig Ziglar told us we can have everything in life we want if we'll just help enough other people get what they want. And Winston Churchill told us we can make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. And I'm here to tell you tonight that network marketing is about giving. It's about helping other people. And if you approach it from that viewpoint, it may seem like it'll take longer, but it won't. You will actually become successful faster. Let me tell you how. So tonight we're going to explore the ramifications of doing business on the internet. All the rules apply. We don't spam our links. We don't just throw spaghetti against the wall and hope it sticks. And much of what you see on the internet these days results in little or no traction, poor retention, and no duplication. And if you don't have retention and you don't have duplication, you may make a few sales early on, but you will not build a sustainable business. Just imagine, for example, you open a hot dog stand. Forget the internet. Open a hot dog stand. If you don't have any repeat customers, sooner or later, you're not going to have a hot dog stand. Unless you open on a street corner in Tijuana on Friday nights, then maybe you will. But for the most part, businesses require two things. They require new customers, new blood, but they also require a steady flow of repeat business. And without that, you'll go out of business soon. So what we do on the internet is we meet and greet people. Our goal on the internet is to be social. Our goal on social media is to meet new people. And when we first meet them, they're cold. They don't know us, we don't know them. And our job is to warm them up. And it's often been said that people do business with people. They don't join companies. They don't join biz ops. And that's why they don't respond to you hanging your link up on the wall saying, sign up here, get rich quick. They don't trust it. They don't believe it. People join you. They don't join businesses. The internet expands your reach enormously. Back in the days, not too many years ago, before the internet, all you could do was go to Starbucks or go to the grocery store or chase people around the mall. Now you can reach out on the internet and you can connect to people anywhere in the world. We can have people on a meeting and they can be on the other side of the planet. So with the technology we're using right now, for example, we can have people in, and I usually do have people from Europe, for example, and Canada. When you build a team, you can train it no matter where they were in the world or where they are. And most importantly, you can conduct your business no matter where you are in the world, from a beach, from a ski resort, from a fabulous vacation resort. So the internet opens up a whole range of opportunity, but we have to use it correctly. Social media is social. Don't abuse the internet. Now look, you wouldn't walk into a crowded bar or a friend's house or a party with a megaphone shouting about your opportunity to a room full of strangers. And when you're hanging links up on the internet, that's what you're doing. You're just shouting to a room full of strangers. It doesn't work. Don't do it. So the next thing is people say, well, I don't know what to say. Just talk to people. And I will remind you that ever since you were a little kid, you were told not to talk to strangers. So talking to strangers is hard for many of us. We have to get over the fear and learn how to do it. And one way to do it is to use a technique which has become known as form prospecting. Stands for family, occupation, recreation, and money or message. But it starts with people, form, F, family or friends. Talk to people. Hi, how are you? People say, I don't know what to say. Try hello. Start with hello. Don't start with, hey, are you interested in my business? No, they're not interested in your business. I'll give you some ideas in a few minutes about what to say to people, for example, on Facebook. We're actually going to go live to Facebook in a few minutes, and I'll show you some things. So the other thing is many of us have a fear of rejection. We're afraid to approach a stranger. We're afraid we're going to get rejected. But that's because we're approaching with an agenda. We want to get them. We want to sign them up. Don't. Stop it. Don't do that. How about just approaching them without an agenda? How about just approaching them with the idea of meeting somebody new and potentially making a friend? Stuff the agenda. And then you won't have the fear of rejecting. There's nothing to reject. They can't say no to you if you don't ask them to join your business the first time you talk to them, because you haven't asked them yet. So, and it always reminds me of a waitress in a coffee shop walking around with a new pot of coffee, asking clients, customers, do you want some fresh coffee in your cup? Some people say yes, some say no, some say maybe. When they say no, the waitress doesn't feel personally rejected. She walks on. They're just not interested right now in a cup of coffee. And if someone's not interested in your business right now, that's okay. They might be sometime in the future. How do we keep in touch? We'll talk about that. So, cocktail party conversation. This is the same thing we're going to do on Facebook. I'll show you how. You're going to walk up to somebody. You're going to be selective. You're not going to stand in the crowded room with a megaphone blasting at the people. You're going to look around and see somebody that looks nice to you, looks like somebody you might want to meet, and you're going to walk up and say something nice to them. Hi, you look nice tonight. Nice tie you've got. I love that dress. Really love your hairdo. Pay them a compliment. People love to have compliments paid to them. We're going to do the same thing on Facebook. We're going to go to somebody and we're going to pay them a compliment. We're going to get to know them before we start talking to them about whether they're interested in our business. I'll show you how. Stay with me. So, just getting to know people and having a conversation. Let's look at Facebook. Facebook today, 1.4 billion active users. That's January 2015. I don't know what the number is today. Earth's population is 7.2 billion. So 20% of the planet is on Facebook. So why do many people start with Facebook? Simple. Bottom line is your customers are on Facebook. The people you want to talk to are on Facebook. And with 1.4 billion people, there's got to be somebody out there for you to meet, greet, and get to know. 890 million people visit Facebook daily for an average visit of 21 minutes. So what we're going to cover tonight on Facebook, quick review of the basics. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about personal versus fan page, personal profile versus fan page. And I'm going to warn you, you got to be careful and listen to the context, because sometimes I interchange these terms and I will try very carefully not to do that. But we're going to talk about where to do business, how to do it on Facebook, what to post, how often to post, how to find your friends, how to get your friends to your fan page. We're going to look at the search functions and look at working in groups and some scripts that I use, for example, to meet people and get to know them. Let me start with a personal profile or personal page versus a fan page or business page. And I will tell you that the world is divided on this topic. There are some trainers who teach you that it is okay to do business from your personal page. I'm going to tell you not to do that. And here's the reason. Facebook explicitly states in their terms and conditions that you should not conduct business on your personal profile. And Facebook is getting more and more finicky about this topic. And besides that, many people prefer to keep their friends and family out of their business life, and that's not a bad idea. And the other question is, how big do you want to grow your business? And if I sound like I'm contradicting myself because I'm talking about doing business on Facebook, but then I said you shouldn't. I'm not contradicting myself. Be careful, and I'll explain this. I'll make this very clear in a moment. And what I meant by anything I said about business is that we don't want to start off doing business. We don't walk into a crowded party and start blasting with our megaphone. We don't hang our links up on people's walls without their permission. We never, ever, ever send somebody a link until they've said, yes, I want to see your link. We get to know them first. So we'll talk about it. We'll go into more detail on that. Now, one other question I want to point out, or one other thing I want to point out, is that the question of doing business or trying to conduct business on your personal profile versus your fan page is that your personal profile actually has a 5,000 person limit. I may have skipped a slide. Yeah, this is the one I wanted. Sorry. Your personal profile limits you to 5,000 friends, and you don't have a limit like that on your fan page. Plus, right now, you may not be able to imagine more than 5,000 people wanting to join your business, but there are many leaders out there that have more than 5,000 fans on their fan page. So let's not start with a fundamental limit. Let me go back to that previous slide because I want to say this again directly. Quoted directly from Facebook, personal profiles are for non-commercial use. Now, many people get started and they only have a personal profile. They don't have a fan page yet. That's okay. If you don't have a fan page, don't let that slow you down. Let's get started with your fan page and let's get started with your personal page and move you to a fan page as quickly as we can. And I'll explain a little bit about that in a minute. The other thing I'm going to tell you is that if you will see posts on Facebook where people say, I post on my page all the time and not very many people read my post, so this should be very quick. If you're my friend and you read this post, let me know. Well, the reason your friends don't read your post is they don't see your post. Approximately 5 to 10% maximum of your friends see your post when you put it on your personal page. Let me say that again. When you post a status update on your personal page, between 5 and 10% of your friends actually see the post. Facebook determines who sees your post. You don't. And you don't have any control over that. There is nothing you can do. But you can move your friends to your fan page, and you can run likes campaigns on your fan page, and you can build an audience, and you can get your posts in front of more people. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But if you don't have a fan page, like I said, don't let it become an excuse for non-action. Let's get started, and we'll talk about how to move to a fan page over a period of a couple or 3 months once you're actually started. So I'm going to stop this share for a moment, end the slideshow. I'm going to ask you if you folks, hopefully Shirley, you're able to hear me now, and Catherine, and you were able to hear and see. And so what I'm going to do right now is go back to screen share. I'm looking for comments, and I don't see any. I'm going to go back to screen share and go live to Facebook. So here we go to screen share and live to Facebook. Alrighty, so we are in Facebook now, and we are on my personal page, and I am going to go over to my fan page. So this is my what's known as the business page or the fan page, and there's a few things I want to point out to you. One is, on my fan page, there is a picture of me. It's not a picture of my cat or dog or my kid or my tractor or my car. It's a picture of me. You want to brand you. You want to build you Inc. Your fan page should be about you. It should not be about your network marketing company. And I will warn you also that if you have a fan page and you put up a title like Len's, oh, I used to be with Send.Cards, so let me just use that as an example. Len's Send.Cards page. Facebook's going to shut you down sooner or later. They don't really like MLM and things like that, and they don't want it splashed over your page. And besides that, people change companies. Companies go out of business. You may be with company XYZ today, and you may think they're the best thing since God created little green apples. But the reality is in 5 years or 3 years or 2 years, they may not be here. And you don't want to build up a fan base predicated on the company you're with and then find out that the company went out of existence and you've lost all your fans. So you want to build a fan base about you. You want to be sure to build up your about section and tell people about you. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time here tonight because we don't have a lot of time to spend, but your fan page should be about you. It should have a picture of you. It should have a slogan about what you're all about. I really like the idea of that it has an introductory video. So if you were to click on this little video bar here, you would get a short little video. It's only about a minute or a minute and a half long about me, who I am, and what's important to me. And the important thing here about your fan page is that you can find new customers by promoting your page. Now, I will tell you that this violates my comment or my webinar title of free leads, because if you do page promotions, you do pay for that. But you can get more people to your page, and you can also invite your friends to like your page. And now what happens if, for example, we put up a post, like I put up a post today about Lunch with Len. We have this boost post button. And if I boost the post, Facebook will put it in front of a lot more people. If you're on your personal page, you don't have a boost post button. It doesn't exist. But let me show you. I just put this up today and I didn't boost it, so 24 people were reached. Let's go down. I'm just going to scroll down until I find a post that I did boost. And here's one. 156 people were reached. So you see the difference. Here's 207 people reached. So you see what happens. Here's 1,227 people reached. So the point is, if you spend a little bit of money on the fan page, you can put your posts in front of a lot more people than you can if you just use your personal page. So that's the first thing I want you to realize. Now, let's go back to my personal page. And by the way, in order to do any advertising on Facebook, you have to have both a personal page and a fan page. But let me go back to my personal page. How do I find people to talk to? There's lots of ways. One of the ways I showed you a moment ago was just running likes campaigns on your fan page. Another way is using the search function. So let's pretend for just a moment that you are with a company that's into health and wellness. I can type anything into the search function. And for example, I find Health and Wellness Network, a public group with 3,183 members. If I click on that, do you think that I might be able to find some people here to talk to about my health and welfare products? Now, I'm not into health and welfare, so I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to demonstrate anything here. But the point I want to make to you is, using the search bar on Facebook, we can find people. Now, I happen to personally love scuba diving, so I can type friends of my friends, and there's a specific reason I'm doing friends of my friends who like to scuba dive. So, see how well that worked. Okay, there we go. So here I come up with a list of people who like scuba diving. and I come up with a bunch of stuff, and I can start to explore through this and look for people that I might want to relate to. There's lots of ways to play with this search function. Now, many of us are in network marketing. How about looking at the fan pages of other people? So, for example, one of the people that's very well known in network marketing, one of the biggest trainers in the world, Todd Falcone. Now, we know this is Todd Falcone's fan page because it says public figure. Notice what that says here, 110,000 fans. So remember I told you before about this limitation of 5,000 friends on your personal page. On your fan page, there's no limitation. Todd's got 110,000 fans. You think you might be able to find somebody there to talk to. Let me just click on it. It's interesting because I'm now going out to Todd's fan page, and now I can begin to look down through posts on his page. And let's just look. The first post I come to, Phoenix, Arizona network marketers, Danielle Larasso made a comment on his post. Yes, I would like to attend. Reaching out to my team now. I'm going to click on Danielle, and I'm going to go over here and look at her page. Now, there's a couple of things I want you to note here. I don't know Danielle. No idea. But first off, we've got 18 mutual friends. That's interesting. Secondly, trust. I don't know where that goes to, but it's clearly a mindset or a positive statement. Third, let go and trust the universe. I got to tell you, I cheated because I actually did this about a half hour ago, and I looked up who was here, and she was one of the people I saw. So she's a person that I might be interested in chatting with. Now, I have no idea whether or not she could be interested in my business. And in a little while, I'm going to talk about another reason I might want to talk to her, because I don't know if Danielle is struggling to get leads or not. So one of the things that's interesting is because we have mutual friends, I don't even have to add her as a friend. I can simply send her a message. And I can send her a message that says, hey, Danielle, I hope I'm pronouncing it, I-E-L-L-E. I saw your post on Todd Falcone's page. And look, I can't type, ladies and gentlemen, so if you, I probably shouldn't even be doing this right now with the limited time we have, but I'm going to do it anyhow. I saw your post on Todd Falcone's page and looked at your profile. You look like a very positive person. I would love to get to know you better. Okay. All right. Now, I'm not going to go for the juggler. I'm just going to send a simple little message. Love to get to know you better. And what I would do with this personally is I would just send the message. I can almost guarantee you Danielle's going to respond back. And if she does, then I'll ask her if I can send her a friend request. Or what will happen frequently, I'm going to push send. What will happen frequently is that somebody like that is more than likely to respond back with a friend request. And I have several reasons personally that I might like to talk to Danielle. One of them is network marketing, but that's not the only reason. There are others, and that they have to do with law of attraction and personal development issues. For those of you who know me, you know that I do a lot of law of attraction, and I have a law of attraction webinar that I think is pretty phenomenal. And some of you on this have seen my webinar. So that's another thing we can do. Now let me go back to my personal my personal profile. One of the real beauties of Facebook is they always tell you whose birthday it is. So I have, let me look. I have friends. I have 891 friends. Now, let's go back. Facebook is going to tell me every day of the week which ones of my friends are having a birthday. So I don't even have to think about this. I can just come here every day and look at who my friends are that are having birthdays. And now what we do with this is we don't write on their wall. We go send them a personal message. Now, I already messaged Sunny today. So I sent her a happy birthday message. Happy birthday. Hope it's a great one. Any special plans? She responded back, thanks. She's at the fair with her girls. Okay. And I said, cool, have fun. Thanks. And I left it at that. Now, I happen to know Sunny, and I happen to know that she's in a network marketing company. And I'm going to check back with her in a day or two. Just ask her how her birthday was. And I'm going to remind her that last year she told me that she might want to take a look at my network marketing company. And I'm just going to ask her if she's interested in taking a look. And if she is, fine. If she's not, my feelings aren't going to be hurt. So you have an opportunity. Let's look at this. Wonder who this was. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Danielle responded back already. Cool. So I'm going to follow up with her. Not right now, but because I don't want to take the time on this webinar. But you can see how quickly that happened. Now, I have no idea whether Danielle's going to be interested in anything I have to offer. But I'm not trying to shove that down her throat right now. I'm just meeting a friend. She's going to probably end up becoming a friend of mine. And who knows? Maybe she'll have interest. Maybe she won't. The fact that she's out in Arizona, there's a couple of other things that are interesting to me out there. So we have a possibility of connecting. I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint now. In fact, what I'm going to do is just come off the screen share for just a moment, and I want to confirm. Is everybody still seeing and hearing? Are you seeing and hearing? Will somebody just respond in the chat? Please let me know that you're seeing and hearing everything. And hopefully that you're getting value. I want to make sure everything's okay. Okay, Catherine says yes. Shirley, I hope you're hearing. I sure do. If you're not, the replay link will be up, and I'll make sure you get it. Catherine, before you came on, I told Shirley too, we had 18 people signed up for tonight, and I think what happened late in the day here is another webinar conflicted with mine, and I don't know where all the people are that were going to come, but that's okay. They'll watch the replay. I hope you're getting value. Let me go back to the PowerPoint presentation. So here we go. Back to PowerPoint. All right. I talked a little bit about your fan page. Use your personal name. Have a nice banner, picture of you, not your dog or cat, spouse or kid. The banner photo, the big photo, the cover photo wants to be about you. And if you don't know where to get one of those built, you can get them built at Fiverr.com, for example, for $5. Or you can get one, you can do it yourself at Canva. If you need help, I can help you with it. Your About You section wants to be filled out, and you definitely want your contact information because, after all, you're in business, you're in marketing, you want people to contact you. Now, the other thing I want to point out is that we're on the internet, we're going to be collecting names, and what are we going to do with all that information? We need to automate the process. How can we communicate with tens, hundreds, or even thousands of people and send them valuable content? And we need to build a list. Every business that's in business is building a list. It's an essential skill. So we need some more tools. We need autoresponders. And if you don't know what that is, hang on. And if you do know what it is, hang on anyhow. So I'm going to come back to some of this in a moment. How do we put all this together for ourselves? And that's where I want to take you tonight. Building a list is essential. All businesses have lists. Think about it. Even when you go to the grocery store, it gives you a preferred customer card. It's building a list. It's gathering information so we can market to you. I get emails from Vons now every couple days about the specials in the store, and even restaurants are doing it these days. So list building is part of being in business. Now let's talk about posting on Facebook. I recommend, looks like I can't spell either. All right, I won't stop to change it. I recommend 3 to 5 times a day minimum. Mix it up. Valuable content, videos, great pictures, brainy quotes or other inspirational quotes, questions. Are peanuts good for you? That was a post that I put up a couple of weeks ago and got tremendous engagement. When you put up a post and people do engage with you, let me go back to Facebook for just a moment. Let me go back to my my fan page. So when you put up a post and people do engage, let's go down here. 124 people reached 26 views, but there was 3 shares. Let me find. I know what I'm looking for, but okay, Andre. For example, Andre engaged here and sent me a comment. You're going to want to comment back, and the same is true on your personal page too. When people comment on your posts, you're going to want to comment back to them. You're going to want to go over to their page and maybe comment on some of their posts. That's another way to get to know the people. Okay, so that's an important piece of this whole equation of working on Facebook. So you want to follow up with people. Anyone who comments on a post of yours, you message them. You go to their page and comment on their stuff. And you leave meaningful comments, not "Hi, great post." That's not a meaningful comment. Ask them to like your fan page, assuming you're working from a fan page. Get them to come over and like your page, so that way, when you do boost your posts and put it in front of people, your audience, they're gonna get to see your stuff. Okay, and then you saw an example of scripts that I use. For example, I just wrote that short little message to. I'm sorry, I'm pulling a blank on her name now, but anyhow, I wrote her a short little message and she replied back. And so I looked at your profile and I love that you, for example, or if I'm into scuba diving, doesn't matter what you're into, substitute any word for scuba diving. We seem to have several friends in common. I love to. Do you have a da-da-da? Ask a question, engage them in a conversation, get to know them. And I'm going to skip MLM scripts. And the final thing about Facebook is when possible, if you can follow somebody, try following them. So you can just click on the follow button and follow them. Frequently, people will follow you back. And once they follow you back, then you can engage them. So sometimes I'll just follow somebody and they'll follow me back, or they'll send a friend request. Sometimes they won't, depends. Not everyone is going to respond. The ones that do are the ones that you're going to start to engage with and get to know. Some will, some won't. So what? I do have a follow-up sheet, and you're welcome to have a copy of it if you want. But I just write, when I click on somebody in Facebook, I write down their name and whether they're new and whether I followed them and how I met them or where I saw them, whether I sent them a friend request, whether I captured their email, and et cetera. And there are several other fields here, which I won't bore you with right now, but I have a little sheet for myself. You can do this in Excel. I like to have a piece of paper sitting next to me. It works easier for me having a piece of paper than actually doing it in Excel. So I made an Excel spreadsheet for myself, and I print a copy. And we already went live, and we looked at this. We looked at friends to the fan page. We looked at the search functions. I didn't do the other inbox. I'm going to skip that now. I'm concerned about the time. We're 45 minutes in. We looked at groups, we looked at birthdays, and we used Todd Falcone's fan page as an example of looking at other fan pages. So let's talk a little about Instagram. 300 million monthly active users, 75 million daily users, 77 million US users. 27.6% of the US population is estimated to be on Instagram, and it's estimated to reach 106 million people in the next 3 years. And it's not just for young people, although Instagram does tend to be somewhat of a younger crowd. And I want to show you a couple of really interesting things with Instagram right now. So how do you post to Instagram? First off, the easiest way to get started on Instagram is to connect your Facebook account. When you open your Instagram account, and you have to open your Instagram account from your smartphone, there is, as of today, there is no way to open the account except with your smartphone. There is, however, a way to post your account without using your smartphone once you have it open. So the easy thing to do is to open your Instagram account. And if you don't know how to do that, just go to Google or go to YouTube and search open an Instagram account. And you'll find YouTube videos out there. Very easy. Add your Facebook friends and then post great content. And I'm going to show you how to make content real quick and post it to Instagram without fiddling around with the little keyboard on your smartphone, because I don't really like using that teeny tiny teensy little keyboard. So I'm going to go live, and I'm going to go to a place called canva.com. And this is one of several places out on the internet, and you can open a free account in Canva. And looky here, they have designs, and they have an Instagram post, and all I got to do is click on it. And I'm going to do this pretty quick, again in the interest of time, but waiting for it to show up. And now I have a blank Instagram post. They give me some things that I can put in there. There we go. I can change the text. I can upload my own pictures. So, for example, this is one that I tend to use about once a month, and then I change the text and et cetera, et cetera. So I can create, sitting here in canva.com for free, I can create Instagram posts, and then all I have to do is download them. Now, not everything in Canva is free. I don't want to mislead you, but you can do a lot of stuff for free. And if you want to use things that aren't free, the things that aren't free tend to cost $1. So, for example, this background, which happens to be a background that I use in many of my my things, this one, that one costs $1. So, you have options here with Canva, but you can do a lot of stuff that's free. And once you're done with creating your design and downloading it, now we go to a thing called OnlyPut, and it really seems like a bizarre pronunciation to me, the way it's spelled, but OnlyPut, P-U-L-T, but it's pronounced put. You can get, I believe it's either a 7-day or a 10-day or something free trial, and after that, well, here's the plans. After that, it's you can have I have a $12 a month plan. That's all I need. So $12 a month, and you can see there's that picture that I just showed you a minute ago. So all we have to do now to add a post to Instagram is click on Add a Post. Go find a picture that I want to add to my post. Let's just say that I'm just going to grab anything right now just for the sake of time. Let's say I want to make a post about this webinar, 5 easy ways to get leads. So I grab the post. There it is. I'm just going to click through the sizing. I'm going to click through the filters. There's lots of filters here. I can play with filters. I don't want to play with filters. So there's my post coming up in just a moment. Then all I have to do is add text. As soon as the internet catches up to me. Okay, so there's my post. Now I can add some text. I can put in hashtags and etc. And when I'm done doing that, I click publish, and bingo, I'm all done. So in the time it took me to tell you that, I could create a post for Instagram and have it posted on Instagram. So in a couple or 3 minutes, 5 minutes, depending on how much fiddling you do over in Canva creating the picture. And you don't have to use Canva. There's plenty of other ways to do it. So having said that, The easiest way to get started on Instagram, again, connect your Facebook account, add your Facebook friends, and then just start posting content. Oh, and in case you didn't know it, when you open your Instagram account, in your profile on Instagram, you put a link to your website or a link to wherever you want people to go so they can link to you. And if they like your posts, they can link back to you and find out more about you. That's how all that works. Now, LinkedIn. 35% of users access LinkedIn every day, and 39% of LinkedIn's users have premium accounts. Over 25 million profiles are viewed on LinkedIn daily, and 1 out of 3 professionals on the planet has a LinkedIn profile. And a very large percentage of people access LinkedIn on their mobile devices. So let me go take you out to LinkedIn. And I did a training on LinkedIn some time ago, but what you're going to want to do on LinkedIn, and I can point you to some other trainings, but what you're going to want to do on LinkedIn is go into interests and into groups. And then you're going to join groups. So for example, I belong to the San Diego Entrepreneurs and Exchange Group. I belong to the San Diego Entrepreneur and Small Business Groups. And once I've joined groups, then I can post in those groups. I can find other people in the groups. Here's somebody who's looking for some advice. Maybe I can help them, maybe I can't, I don't know. And I can post to LinkedIn in general. And I'll show you another example of that in just a moment. So there's LinkedIn. There's also Twitter. In the Twitter feed, here's my Twitter page, and you can see, for example, here is, let me click on my account. I want to show you my tweets. Here's my tweets. This was an email that I just generated an hour ago. It went out at 4 o'clock today. Hey, it starts in 1 hour. And if you click on that link, it comes back to an email about this webinar. Here's my Coffee with Len video from this morning. And again, these are posted from my they're posted from my website, or they're posted from my autoresponder account, and it's just all automatic. It's all really very, very simple to do and generates traffic. And finally, Google. I'm going to go to Google Plus. Same thing. I want to go to my account. Oh, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. My bad. What I wanted to do was go to my profile. Here's my profile. And here is a video about this webinar we're on right now. In fact, the webinar is actually being broadcast right now. Here was today's Lunch with Len. So you can go down here. These are posts. All these are coming from my autoresponder. So once again, all this stuff is fairly straightforward, and all of them give us opportunities to generate leads. Now, if you're new to the business, you don't want to do all 5 of these all at once. You want to pick one and get really good at it. Okay, and then once you get really good at one, you want to come back and do the other one. So let me go now back to the PowerPoint presentation. And we looked at Twitter, 302 million monthly active users. We looked at Google Plus, 1.2 billion people using Google searches, and etc. Now, I want to take the next step with you. I want to talk to you about multiple streams of income, and I hope you've gotten value so far. But here's the question. When someone is new to this business, how do they get started? What's the best way, or at least one of the better ways to get started? And the first thing I want to say is that when you start talking to people about your network marketing opportunity, 8 or 9 of the people you talk to don't wish to join you in your primary business. So the question is, can I make money off those 8 or 9 people? Well, if we're prospecting in Starbucks, the answer is no, we can't. But there is a way. And for many people, no means not now. We may talk to Joe, and Joe says now he's not interested in our business right now. He's too busy. He's got a full-time job. But 6 months from now, Joe gets his layoff notice, and suddenly his attitude changes. It's maybe I'm interested now. So in other words, how do we help them to see the light? How do we stay in touch with them? How do we give them things of value and begin to form a bond and build a relationship with them? And the truth is, all top earners have multiple streams of income. They have affiliate products. They have continuity products. Continuity means they have people paying them every month for something. They have their own products, and they have their primary network marketing business. So they have a minimum of 4 streams of income. Would you like to know how to have multiple streams of income? I'm going to tell you. Fasten your seatbelt. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Most of the big money earners do something we haven't discussed yet. They use a concept called the funded proposal. And they do have multiple income streams, and their network marketing company is just one of their 4 income streams. So how would it feel if you could make money off of almost everyone, even the 80 to 90% who say no to your primary business? If you had continuity income that paid you monthly, if you had affiliate products to sell that you could earn 100% commissions off of, and if you had 27 pre-made product campaigns complete with sales funnels that you could market today. How about if you had a customer resource manager that made it simple to keep track of your prospects, and you had an autoresponder with pre-written follow-up message sequences that you could send to potential customers, and if you had a state-of-the-art webinar platform to sell from, and you had training available in every marketing method imaginable. Welcome to My Lead System Pro. MLSP is unlike anything else available on the market today. It is a marketing, lead generation, and training platform. It is not a primary business opportunity. It's how you learn to market your primary business opportunity. It provides a community of supportive people to help you, and it comes complete with its own Facebook support group, a contact resource manager, an autoresponder, campaigns, products, everything imaginable. Why do you want MLSP? Well, first off, continuity income. Every person you talk to who's in network marketing, such as that lady that I connected with tonight on Facebook, she probably needs a better source of leads. She might be interested in becoming a member of MLSP when I show her what MLSP can offer her. And if she became a member of MLSP under me, I earn $100 a month front-end commission off of her. MLSP has 27 standalone products offering 100% commission, ranging from $5 to $477 that you can sell today. It has 7 years of top-notch marketing training strategies in the vault that you can access and learn from. It has weekly What's Working Now workshops and daily wake-up calls. It has 13 pre-made, highly converting lead magnets, great for newbies. You can give things away to people to attract them to you. It has social media and email swipe copy. You can promote up to 3 business opportunities, including coaching and affiliate programs. It has pre-written autoresponder sequences that include multiple income streams in your primary business opportunity. It has a contact resource manager. And in my humble opinion, having owned multiple brick and mortar businesses, I will tell you that the CRM in MLSP is the best in the business. And it has a funnelizer so that you can make your own stunning capture pages and sales pages with ease. And look, you got to see MLSP to believe it. It has training. This is the training vault. training in the Contact Resource Manager, in Funnelizer, in Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, meetup groups, Instagram, Google+, search engine optimization, copywriting, SEO, on and on and on. I'm not going to read all of these. You're probably reading faster than I can talk. It has keyword research, Facebook video ads. It has Facebook paid marketing, YouTube, calling your leads, prospecting, additional strategy, storytelling, mindset, free classifieds, on and on and on. It has so much, it will overwhelm you in the beginning. And so I'm going to go back to something I already told you. Pick one strategy and learn it. Don't pick two, don't pick three, don't pick 5 or 10, pick one, because otherwise you will get overwhelmed. But if you were to join MLSP under me, I will guide you, I will help you, I will take you by the hand, and you can access all of this for a mere $10 trial period. Now that's not the whole story. I don't want to lie to you. $10 gets you a 10-day free trial. I'm sorry. $10 gets you a 10-day trial. It's not free, it's $10. With an absolute money-back guarantee. If at the end of your 10 days you don't think there's value in the trial, you want your $10 back, ask for it. MLSP will refund your money. They don't want your money. They want you to succeed. And I will personally help you set up your system and get you started correctly. I'll send you free training videos that I've already done that will help you get started, and I will work with you until you're comfortable. You have my hand. You will take it, and we will walk together into the jungle, and I will teach you how to get started. And don't just take my word for it. You can probably read faster than I can talk, but I can put up hundreds of testimonials. I'm only going to put up 2. This is Mark Harbert. MLSP changed his business. Before getting started, he knew nothing about marketing and lead generation. And now, because of this incredible community, awesome lead generation, and the training that's provided, he's generated over 5,000 leads in less than 6 months, and he will be forever grateful to MLSP. And Mark is just a shining star. From the Pescasolitos, Bill and Michelle, who do all the Facebook training before, and I can tell you that Michelle at one point was a single stay-at-home, separated mother in tears because she was struggling to feed her children. Now she's a multimillionaire. And she will tell you that MLSP gave her the tools to turn from being a stay-at-home broke mom to being a multimillionaire. It took her several years, but she's there, and her and her husband now do all the Facebook, the Facebook training, and they're industry rock stars. So there are hundreds of testimonials like this, hundreds of them, maybe thousands, and I'm not going to take your time to read them. So once more, $10 gets you a 10-day trial. And the word free doesn't belong there. I'm sorry about that. 10-day trial. I will personally assist you to set up your system correctly and ensure you get started and get maximum benefit from your trial. And I will hold your hand if you go on to join MLSP after the trial. I will hold your hand for as long as it takes. I will be there for you. I will help you. I will send you free training videos. I will get you started. The final step is up to you. I'm going to redirect you to this link, lenmooney.com MLSP trial. I will redirect you to that link in just a moment, and you have an opportunity to go sign up tonight. So I think I have stopped the screen share. I hope you can see me again. Are you still there? Are you still there? Still there, Carol? Oh, Carol's not there. Oh, Kathy. Kathy is there. Hello, Kathy. Let me see if you can you hear me and see me, Kathy? Give me a comment back in the chat. We had a really small group tonight, and two of the people had to leave. So I'm waiting because there's a big delay in the chat. It takes it a while. The delay can be up to a couple of minutes. Well, I hope you can see me. I hope you can hear me. I am going to hit the redirect button, which is going to redirect everyone to the MLSP sign-up link, and I will see you on the other side. Here goes the redirect. Bye for now.